Hello mechanics and merry holidays! This is a two-part tutorial in which we will show you how to repair your Passat CC after a small collision. The owner of this car had the misfortune to drive into an unmarked ditch on the side of the road. Due to this small collision, the two dashboard airbags and the pretensioners of the two front seat belts were deployed. Even if the car body suffered absolutely no damage, much of the weight of the car was distributed to the driver's side suspension. The control arm took all the load and therefore it got twisted, but that was a good thing because it did not break, no other suspension components were damaged, and the cost of a new control arm is relatively low. Also, replacing the control arm is an easy DIY job as long as you follow the easy steps that we will illustrate in part 1. Meet you back in the shop right after our short intro. The tools you will be needing for this operation are a breaker bar with a 17mm socket to remove the lug nuts, a 16mm socket to remove the control arm, an 18mm socket also to remove the control arm, a ratchet wrench, a metal wire brush to remove any rust, some WD-40, we also used a large flat-end screwdriver as a lever to remove the control arm because it was stuck. And of course the new control arm. First, remove the lug nuts and place the wheel under the car along with a jack stand as safety measures. Go under the car and remove the three 16mm nuts close to the ball joint. Remove the 18mm bolt from the front bushing. Remove the two 16mm bolts from the back bushing. And then the 18mm bolt from the back bushing. Because the front lower control arm was twisted, we had to apply force to release it. We used a large flat-end screwdriver and a hammer. You can use whatever tool you prefer. Now we can take out the control arm. Apply grease to all the joints and bolts for an easy fit. Insert the bolt from the front bushing, but do not apply the final tightening torque just yet. Insert and tighten one of the two 16mm bolts of the back bushing to a torque of 50 Nm plus 90 degrees. Insert and tighten the 18mm bolt of the back bushing to a torque of 70 Nm plus 90 degrees. Insert and tighten the second 16mm bolt of the back bushing to a torque of 50 Nm plus 90 degrees. Grease the 16mm bolts, attach the ball joint and thread the nuts. Tighten the nuts up to 100 Nm. Do a final visual check and get ready to lower the car. Reinsert the lug nuts, lower the car and torque them up to 140 Nm. Apply the final torque to the front bushing of 70 Newton meters plus 180 degrees and you are done changing the front lower control arm. Congratulations guys! Stay tuned for next week's part 2 of the tutorial when we are going to replace the airbags, the seat belts pretensioners and the dashboard. Thank you very much for watching. Use the comments section for any questions or suggestions, and if you find our videos interesting, make sure you subscribe for the latest wannabe mechanic videos. Bye bye.